It's important to keep in mind that these are scientific exercise guidelines for adults living with spinal cord injury. What that means is that in their current format, the guidelines are written for a scientific audience. An important next step will be for us to engage with stakeholders, end users, the people who are actually going to take these guidelines and put them to use in community centers, in rehab centers, to work with these groups and to ensure that the guidelines are translated into easy to understand language, that the guidelines perhaps provide examples of exercise, examples of activities that people will actually use in the field. Once we go through this translational step, we will have the opportunity to disseminate the guidelines widely and to ensure that they are readily available for people to use both in practice and in community settings.
So one of the main reasons why I think it's so important to translate any scientific guideline into a community or clinical guideline comes down again to how that guideline is going to be used and why it was developed in the first place. Of course, having a scientific guideline is going to be extremely beneficial for other researchers to do clinical trials and test the evidence and see the results. But from an end user perspective, it's really important that the professionals that we engage with, the occupational therapists, rehab specialists, physiotherapists, doctors, are able to understand the science, understand the guideline and the recommendations, and be able to apply it and recommend it to the end user who actually is the individual who will be using the evidence. So that's why it's so important.